Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick video going over some recent updates on Snaptrade, and this is one of my favorite things about Snaptrade is that they're constantly updating and evolving their site to better fit their users. And so one of their newest updates to this platform is the news section, and you've probably seen it before that Snaptrade always has had a news section, but they have recently tweaked this section to show the most recent publications possible. And this is huge because a lot of traders base their trades off of news, and this means when you look up a certain stock, the news section is going to show you the most up-to-date significant stories possible, and that's huge for traders to take advantage of. And while other sites have news sections as well, many times I think they're a little bit too noisy and crowded to get the best info possible, but with Snaptrade they give you the most relevant stories possible, and it's really easy to find. And so for instance, if you go to their homepage, all you have to do is click watch list and you get a targeted news section only for your specific watch list. And I think this can be really useful and kind of drown out the other noise that you see, just so you can see the most relevant news stories that match what you're looking for. And something else that they added was a checkbox for today's news. And so for instance, if I only want to see the most recent news from today, I can click this checkbox here and it shows me the most relevant news stories going on in today's market. And this is huge because lots of times stocks can go up or down, and if you're one of those traders that like to check the news every day, it's important to stay up to date with the most recent stories. And with this new today's news checkbox, it allows you to kind of drown out other news stories that might not be relevant, just because not every stock has recent news. And so when you click that box, you get a rundown on the biggest news stories in the market on that particular day. They also added a really cool feature because the sectors in the market are always changing, and so they try to add the hottest sectors in the market for their scans. And so if you look at the left side of the screen, the cannabis sector has been pretty hot lately, and they did add a scan for that, as you can see here, just so you can stay up to date on the best sectors in the market. Something else that they added to each stock's ticker section was two new options for news. You can see there's a relevant option which shows you the most relevant stories and publications about that specific stock, but there's also a date option to show you the most recent releases as well. And this is incredibly useful because many times recent news will come out on a stock, but it might not be directly relevant to it. And for those you can choose the date option, but if you really want to get the most relevant news for the tickers you're interested in, you can choose the relevant section and really dig deep to see what's going on with that particular stock. The next thing I want to touch on is their new portfolio section. This really is a brilliant idea because what this does is it allows users to vote on their top stocks, essentially crowdsourcing to find the best stocks to trade, and they track the stocks via a $100,000 paper account, but they also mimic the portfolio with a real money account on Robinhood. That way you can truly see which stocks perform the best out of the crowdsourced list and find good trade ideas in the stocks that are truly in play. And so if you click the details button on the top right in this section, it shows you the actual stocks they've added to their real money portfolio. And this is huge because it shows you how the crowdsourcing stocks are performing and also what the real money gains from these stocks look like. It's also really easy to vote for stocks, and so for instance, if I wanted to vote for AMRN, all I have to do is go to the voting section and type that in to place my vote. You can also get more votes by inviting your friends and family, and so I thought this was a brilliant idea and a really cool feature that I'm excited to use. And remember, Snaptrade really wants your feedback. They're constantly trying to update and evolve their site, and so if there's a feature you would like to see added, all you have to do is go to the feedback button on the bottom right. You can type in a comment, select add feature, and truly let them know what you would like to see added to Snaptrade. Anyways guys, that's it for this video, so thanks for watching and good luck in the markets.